Ask Anne with Ask the Answer. Thank you for being with us tonight. Apologies for the delay. The little gremlins getting the computers and nothing goes to plan. Yeah, not being a techno doesn't really help. We just end up getting stressed out. Anyway, I'm here and we're going to run over anyway into 8 o'clock, 8:15, because I don't want to eat into not answering your messages. Although we've had a lot of messages again this week. So I do have to stress, if you really want an answer tonight, then please go the premium route and you'll get to jump the queue, in which case that means that you will be able to get your question answered. Ordinarily, I will just work through them as they have come in through the week, okay? But there are a lot of them, so maybe that's a good thing to do this time. Right, okay, so kicking off tonight, we've got Maureen, and Maureen is at the top of the queue, and she's asking me, I'm just going to rearrange this a little bit because we've got it slightly different. She says, hi, Anne, please can you tell me if, I need to work out how to slide that down. Right, wait a minute, bear with me. If I'll find happiness again, there it is. Thank you for answering my question. You're welcome, Maureen. I'm just going to turn the sound down on my phone because it will ting all night long if I don't. So, Maureen, let's have a look and see. You want to know if you're going to find happiness again. Oh, bless you. Do you know what? We go into situations, and although it seems all-consuming, they are only temporary. Nothing remains the same. As they say, there's nothing more consistent than change, is there? So let's have a look and see. Maureen, an angel card for you. You need to forgive yourself, my darling, in order to find your happiness. It's saying here, don't be so hard on yourself, because happiness is there. And I've just turned the other one over, and the other one I've got is harmony. So there is harmony and balance coming in around you and good news. But this is a little bit, I don't know if you're blaming yourself for something or you feel you shouldn't be because of what you've been through. Is it, have I had my chunk of happiness this lifetime? That kind of thing. Well, actually, you've got a lot more to come in because harmony is waiting to come in. So what I will do as well is I'm just going to pull me some tarot cards and let's have a look and see what we've got for you, what we've got to look forward to, because there's definitely something good coming in for you. So I understand why you're asking the question, because it's bringing out all the restrictive cards, all the cards of feeling confined, maybe feeling a little bit angry or resentful regarding your security. But this is the Fool, and this is take the leap of faith, Maureen, because this is saying you've done a lot of thinking, okay, and there has been a lot of stagnancy or feeling things are not moving for you. However, the Empress does show us that the new beginnings are around the corner within the next 3 months, Maureen. And this is all about, looking after yourself, nurturing a new beginning. I haven't got your date of birth. Oh, no, it's today's date. And I want you to take a very long look at the expression on that man's face. Is that a happy man, Maureen? That's the happy man. This is your wish card. This is about things becoming so much better for you. I'd also ask who the Taurus is. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn around you too, okay? So lots of love, and this is only temporary, and things will change. You're not too far ahead. I'd say start 2 months, and you'll start to see things changing for you, okay? Lots of love, and thanks for your question. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, you're not able to send your questions in via that this way. We do have a telephone number running across the bottom of the screen, and all you have to do is text Anne and your question to the number on screen. Now, That's for UK viewers. If you're outside the UK, then you need to go to the website. The address is up here, www.asktheanswer.com, and it will come up purple hearts. Make yourself a member, which is free, and you can go in there and ask your questions. So that's if you're outside of the UK. The mobile number there is for the UK questions, and it will come through to my other computer, and I will be able to look at them and answer them there. Okay. So Ghost Changer, she said, oh wait, I'm not new at all, I've been subbed already. I don't know what you mean by subbed, but it has to go through that way, Ghost Chaser. Okay, right. Okay, so let's have a look and see who the next text is from. I'm just going to move this up. The next one is Maddie. Wait a minute, and here's Maddie. And Maddie says, if and when will my Virgo sun come home? If and when my Virgo sun will come home. Love, Maddie. Libra, thank you. You're getting used to me now, putting on the star signs. Right, your Virgo sun, when is it going to come home? Your Virgo sun. When is it coming home? Yeah, you're spending a lot of time thinking about this. And is there something to do with his father, with this connection too? No. I do have a celebration here. I'm just going to get my other cards just to make sure I've got the right timing for you. Because what I'm looking at is somebody returning home and celebrations. Let me just have a look and see. There's your Virgo sun, trying to work out. I've got 2 months here, so I want to say I've got August, and then in one set of cards, and then I've got 2 months in the other. So, and a reunion. That's talking about 6 weeks, so that puts it in the middle. So I feel maybe end of July, August time, where there is communication and talk of getting together. So you've not got long to wait, Maddie, okay? She's also put, I see, how can I help him? Just by sending out the prayers and sending out positive thoughts to him, okay? And that lovely mother's love will link into him. So, not long to wait. Right, okay, let me just see who's next. We've got Nicolette. Right, Nicolette says, hi Anne, when do you see the 2nd of the 12th 68, so Sagittarius, messaging me? Anything else in relation to him? Thanks. That's Nicolette, 2nd of the 12th 68. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. What have we got here? When do we see him messaging you? Oh, there he is. It's a little bit down in the dumps, I would say, at the moment. Okay. The feeling I get with this, I'm kind of asking the question, why is he not messaging you? Why is he not being in touch? Now, I do have him a little bit down emotionally. So he's not in a good place. Okay. But I do, and that could be around family. But I also feel here that he seems to be working hard. He seems to have taken on, yeah, look at this, working all hours God sends. So it feels as if he's not in a position, to contact you for a conversation, but it feels like I'm not in a position to even commit to anything at the moment. So let's see, there he is coming back in. That's good news. And there, I got it. Okay, I've got him coming back in around you, and I've got 4 weeks. Okay, so at the moment, he's a little bit preoccupied. He seems to be a little bit down in the dumps, but I will say 4 weeks on that one. All right, so keep sending out your wishes to the universe. Right, okay, let's have a look and see who's next. Don't forget, if you want to get involved, we do have the number going across the screen for UK callers, that is. I've just noticed we've got somebody watching from Beirut. So Lilu Chris Dubai. So hello from Beirut. Wow, it's a long way away. Right, okay, so let's have a look and see. We have Derek next, and Derek says, "Hi Anne, thanks for your previous readings on your show. Could you please take a look at the cards and see if anything nice or interesting is coming up for me?" Derek, of course I can. So let's have a little look and see. I'm going to use I've got so many different cards here. My favourite card designer is Cyril Marchetti. He is a British-born designer, but I think he lives out in Florida now, and he's done all these different designs. You look for his initials on the cards. He puts his initials on every card. CM. But I find them really easy to use and connect with. His energy is lovely. So let's have a look and see, Derek. Let's have a look and see. Is there anything nice and interesting to be looking at? Well, depends whether you feel it's interesting. Okay. Who is this? Who is the earth sign lady around you? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Who she is? All dripping in jewellery and refinery. A very nice together lady here around you. We have somebody coming in from the past. Here we go. There it is. And now, this is a reunion. But I also feel there's two people to get back in touch with you. Now, I do feel one female and I do feel one male. And I do feel they're from overseas. There's a feeling here of them being from overseas. And there's also a sense here of you looking at all your options, okay? Don't give up on your dreams, Derek, because I don't know if you're feeling a little disappointed with something here, but you have got more creativity, ideas and communication coming in around you moving forward. So just watch who crosses your path and comes back over the next month or two. One male and one female. Maybe deciding what you do with that. Okay. Lots of love, Derek, and thank you, as always, for trusting me with your question. Right. Okay. Let's have a look and see who is next. Right. The next one is Natasha. Hello, Natasha. And Natasha says, "Hello and thank you. Can you tell me what is happening around me at the moment? Any concerns or maybe new adventures?" I'm a Leo. Thank you, Natasha. Right. We like new adventures. Let's have a look and see what's going on around you now. Let me just pick the cards. Let's feel your energy. Right, what's going on around Natasha at the moment? And is there anything new and exciting coming for her? Right, Natasha. Right. Natasha, are you a little bit bogged down with work at the moment, or feeling that everything is a little bit of an endurance test? Your intuition here is really sitting on the forefront, and it's asking you to go with what you feel, not what you think, with what you feel. I do have somebody here talking about either inheritance or a will. But I do feel as if intuitively you could even be right. You could even be talking about doing some courses or some extra learning. Okay, but you do seem to be quite bogged down with things. Right, this is going to change. Let's have a look. So this is the card of the lady that stands under the tree with a basket. We call it the apple tree, but it's the coin tree. And she's waiting for something to mature. There is something here that matures, and all these apples or these coins fall into a basket. So for me, this is a sense of this hard work that you're putting in, this perseverance and determination, is going to pay off for you as you move forward. Yeah, we need to get you to. When was the last time you went out and had a fun night? Because life's a bit serious and a bit heavy here, Natasha. And it feels it's been like that for a while. So each of the cards I'm pulling up. Yeah. And do you have got 2 children, 2 young ones around you? Who are those? Right, we've got a breakthrough. We've got things moving forward. Right, okay. It's been quite a challenge, hasn't it? Isn't it? It's been quite a challenge for you, Natasha. But what it's saying here is there is either a new job, and a breakthrough, and great communication for you working hard. And what I feel here is there is also a trip away, if not progression. So new job, promotion, progression. Okay. So we need to get into work where we're getting more money, we're getting more rest. Everything is not quite as fraught. It just feels a bit chaotic. And maybe you're saying story of my life. Well, that's how it's coming through. Not easy is what I will say, but I do feel it will change. And I have good news coming in quite soon for you over the next 3 weeks. So keep the faith, my darling. All right. Thank you for sending, as always, Natasha, your question. And take care. Okay, let's have a look and see who else is. Right, don't forget, have you had a webcam reading yet? We have this new service where when I log onto the phones, I can also log into the webcam. So you can have a face-to-face reading with me. So exciting. And so if you're thinking of having a reading, why not come through on webcam? We do have other readers that are going to log in through the day as well, and they're going to be on their webcams, so you've got a choice. I will be finishing this show around about 8:10. I will then log in, so if you want to, if it sort of resonates with you, the answer that we've received, then I'm available for phone calls. But I'm also available for webcam. So if you want to come through and have a face-to-face reading, that's absolutely fine. Because I know there are people out there because I have a holistic centre and they don't like the phones. They want to be face-to-face, Zoom, Skype, whatever. Well, now that is a service that we can provide for you. How good is that? I think it's amazing. Right, okay, so let's move on to the next question. Excuse me. And this is Barbara Ann. So hello, Barbara Ann. She says, hi, Anne. Thank you for answering my question. Oh, that's all I've got. Just have a look and see. 30 minutes. What I've got here. Right. Unless you sent it in before and I'm not seeing it. It's not come up yet. Let's go to Kira. Right. Kira says, hey, Anne. Should I stay at my current job or is it time to move on? I am a Libra. There's a lot of change for air signs. Gemini, Aquarius, Librans. There seems to be a great deal of things to reshifting with those star signs at the moment. But we'll have a look and see if it is time for you to move on. So let's have a look and see. Time for you to move on. Well, you certainly worked very hard. You work long hours or odd hours because you're working there well into the nights, but it could just be shift work. Right, let's have a look and see. It is time for you to move on because I feel that you have learned everything you need to learn where you are. You've got recognition, you've got a sense of having the knowledge now, so you would be happy to move on. So looking at what I've got here is going for interviews, okay, staying strong, and August sees good news around new jobs if you're looking for new jobs, and then you'll be happy to leave. It's kind of, this card is for me is a realization that, you know what, I can't give anymore, I can't gain anymore because I've got everything out of it that I need to. The only way I can progress is to move on, and that's how I feel. What I feel that's saying, yeah. Whoops. So I feel you will have a scout about and see if there's anything out there that you would like, because you are going to move on. All right. That's the love, and thanks for your question. Right. Okay. So let's just move on to the next question. Right, so Barbara Ann, it says, hi Anne, thank you for answering my question. Oh, there we go. I just didn't see it all, Barbara. I would like to know about my finances. Love and light. Right, okay. You put me on the spot there, Barbara. We have to be compliant, especially on the phone lines, about we can't advise. There are financial advisors for finances. That's why they won't allow us to ask questions about finances. However, what I will do is I'll have a look at your emotional pathway, okay? If there are things making you happy, yeah? So let's have a look and see what we've got. Your mental happiness, your emotional happiness. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. Okay, I would say there's been a lot of confusion around you or around situations. Let me see that properly. Light shining up at the moon. So this is confusion, illusion. Things may not be quite as they seem. Right, so there's a need here to be looking for some good advice. Right. Please read the small print on anything that you are signing up to. This is calling you to take a very good, hard look at the small print to make sure there's nothing in there that can trip you up, so to speak. Let's have a look. And I'm smiling. Are you moving house? Or was there a connection with this, with your property? Because I've got property. Okay. So this would suggest either you're wanting to move house, or maybe you've lost your house, or you're giving up your house, right? Because I certainly have your security in question. It could even be a job, right? Where you were sitting pretty. But I do want to say there is success around you in 6 weeks, okay? So I feel, watch for illusion and confusion, mixed messages. If you're standing on the dotted line, make sure you get a second opinion, or you understand it, or reread it. And there is some kind of victory over this situation. all right, on an emotional and physical level, all right, is the best way I can put it. I would say there's good news coming to you, my darling, okay? So take good care. Right, okay. Let's move that on into the next question. Right, we've got another question. Oh, we've got a question from Natalie. So, good evening, Natalie. And she says, am I going to find love? Natalie, it's the $64 million question, that. Am I going to find love? And that's why you come to a psychic. So let's have a look and see what's going on here. When is love coming in for Natalie? Okie dokie. It's been a bit of a difficult route. There is someone that thinks about you. Oh, this is interesting. Well, first of all, I have to say I've got somebody coming back in from past. There he is. Now, either this man has been abroad or has connections abroad. This man coming in from the past is looking to say, did I miss the boat, or is my boat still to come in? So it's kind of like 50-50 he's going here. Is he an earth sign? Taurus. I've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, yeah, Leo, Sagittarius. But he's not going to open up right away, so he's playing a few games here. Right, he's been away. Oh gosh. Let me just pull a few more cards. Okay, so I have two choices here. You will have options. There will be somebody coming back from the past who may not open up at first or reveal his motives, his intentions. There will be a lot of talking, and there will be a breakthrough with this situation, even though he's been away a while. Now, I also want to say there could be romance coming in from a water sign, but the advice is saying here, this is somebody new, the advice is saying take your time, okay? Take your time, everything in moderation. There is no rush. So, yeah, I think you've had a very difficult time of things where your love life is concerned. When? So I'm looking at, could still be another 4 months looking at this. But hey, if it comes in sooner, that's a bonus. So watch for the new guy coming in. But you can write the script, can't you? The minute you meet somebody new, somebody else comes in. So good luck with everything there. Thank you for sending in your question. Right, okay, so let's just clear the board there. Just gonna, and I just want to say, if you are watching on the channel, then the questions don't come through that way. So Cindy and Debbie Ramsey, hello, thank you for joining us. If you're in the UK, all you have to do is text your question to text Anne and your name to the number on screen. If you're outside of the UK, you need to go to the website asktheanswer.com, join the Purple Hearts Club. It's free. You can pose your question there. Oh, thank you for the hearts, Debbie. I'm just guiding you in the right direction because I have all the questions here on my computer. And if you go that, don't go this way, go that way. That's the way you get your questions answered. All right. So thank you for that. And the same for Cindy. Okay. Right, Deborah says, I want you to tell me what you can about David, January 39, and I are January 30, 1953. Wait a minute. Oh, I am September the 9th, 1955. So you're a Virgo. David, he's 39. He's January the 30th, so he's Aquarian, 1953. Right, Zebra, you want me to tell you what I can tell you about you being the Virgo, him being the Aquarian. Right, let's have a look and see what I've got going on here. Please remember, if you want to get your question answered tonight with me, then all you have to do is go to the website up there, join the Purple Hearts. It's free club, and you can pay the premium route and get your question answered, because it then skips the queue. You don't have to wait till the end. Yeah, jump the queue. Right, that sounds about right. So Deborah, Mr. Aquarius. And you. Bit deep, Mr. Aquarius. Likes his own space, likes time for thinking. Also likes the idea of family, even though it can be a little bit of a loner sometimes. Right, it's just popped up on my screen. Let me just move that. There we go. Right. There's a lot of healing going on here between the two of you. See the Reiki rainbow? This is healing. So, right, he's going to start to move things further forward. He's going to open up and make some kind of suggestion to you, whether that's about going on holiday or doing more things. But he wants to do more things. So if he's been a little bit sort of slow, then he's starting to build up momentum here. You've been worrying about things with this. You feel a connection to this guy. There could be some kind of holiday here for the two of you. I'm just getting a visual connection with him. Right, so I'm assuming he's retired. There's something to do with his hair colour. He's either just changed it, or he was soft brown, or he's just had a different haircut. Or he's maybe not got any hair now. But I do feel there's something to do with his hair. Is it particular about his hair, or is it something that you are particular about with his hair? But yeah, he's quite a deep thinker. So there is movement here. I will tell you that. There is movement here, but I do feel as if there's a lot of healing. He's healing from past things, and so are you. So everything in moderation. Right. Lots of love and thanks for the question. Right. Okay. Let's see. We've got Amanda next. And Amanda says, quite short and sweet, will things improve? Well, I think we're all thinking that as well, aren't we, Amanda? Everything feels like an endurance test at the moment. You know, you start to do something and there's something else off the back of it and something else off the back of it. And so in the end, you're like almost throwing your hands up in the air. What do I have to do to get something easy to flow easily? Right, Amanda, will things improve? I haven't got your date of birth or anything. So, Amanda, will things improve for you? Let's have a look. Balance. Bingo. So this is all about balance being brought in, okay? Finding the balance. You may have to have a word with somebody around you as well. This is all about standing in your own power, standing in your own energy, making sure that you are heard, okay? You're not being unfair. In fact, you're being very fair, but you are being very direct with someone here. And then 6 weeks, we've got sailing away from any worries or difficulties that you may have. We have the destiny card here. So your luck is changing, okay? Take opportunities and go with the flow, all right? A little bit of luck where, that's interesting. I want to say a little bit of luck where property is concerned, or investments, where the property is your investments. But I do feel as if there's something coming in that's going to surprise you. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for your question. And that was for Amanda. Thank you for being with us, Amanda. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. We've got Jade next. Hello, Jade. And Jade says, will me and my other half of 7 years get back together eventually? Jade. Right. Let's have a look. I haven't got your date of birth, but will you and your other half of 7 years get back together? Well, there's the yin and yang, okay? That's balance. The yin and yang. Unable to find the yin and yang. This is the card. So let's have a look and see. Okay, so what the advice of the cards is saying to you here, you've got the Alchemist, right? You can't get back together in exactly the same way you both went your separate ways. So the Alchemist is, how do we change this? How do we change things up? How do we work together? How do we compromise? There's got to be a compromise on both sides here. Now, I do have him coming back, okay? Let's see that. I do have him charging back into your life. And I do feel he's missed you. And when he does, I do feel he's missed you. There's something fundamentally going on here that needs to be corrected. I don't feel it will take much, but either one of you is extremely stubborn, and it's like, I'm not backing down, or I'm very single-minded with something, and we need to be a little bit more open-minded and flexible. So there's some fundamental things there that need to be discussed, to be changed, to bring about the two of you coming in together. But I'm not ruling it out, okay? Needs a bit of work, a little bit of magic, but you can get there, all right? That's a lot. Thanks for the question. Right, let's have a look and see. We've got Barinda. Hello, Barinda. When do you see me in a new job, as I am out of work at the moment? Oh, Barinda, that's hard. That's hard. Right, Barinda, when do I see you in a new job? Let's have a look. Let's see. When is Barinda getting a new job? Right, Barinda, you need to keep looking forward. Don't look back, right? Keep positive, keep looking forward. You may be deciding to do some learning. There's courses here. It could be with a new job that you've got some induction days to do. So let me have a look and see. Well, I've got interviews around you. You could be offered 2 jobs. I want to say August. I feel there's some really exciting news for you where work concerned in August. So just a little while to go yet. But 4 weeks. So 4 weeks takes me to the middle of July, nearly the 3rd week of July. And that's when we can start to see that this job is coming in. All right. I don't know if you do it. You may even do 2 jobs. So, or have you done 2 jobs in the past? Because I've got 2 jobs around you. So you may even do 2 jobs. That's one way of looking at it, isn't it? Okay. Thanks very much for sending in your question, my lovely. Right, okay. Let's have a look and see who we've got now. We've got Katie. Katie says, can I have a romantic reading, please? And that's from Katie. Right. A romantic reading. Let's have a look and see. Oh, it's been a little bit hard going. Right, okay. You've got an admirer. You've got somebody, unless he's already in. But you do have an admirer. I've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody just looking at you and thinking how lovely you are. And you are lovely, Katie. So this man is stepping forward to make a suggestion of a date or something. I'm going to pull one of my love cards for you. He sees you as somebody that's very well put together, you know, grounded, beautiful. Let's have a look. What does that say? Is it back to front? Wedding rings. So, my darling, there is a union. There is a wedding. There is a soul connection going on here. And this one is for keeps. So, I knew when I said to you, you've got an admirer. This is saying the same thing. Sunglasses. Someone is watching or looking at you. So if you've not got anybody yet, there is an admirer, because it's come out in the cards again with those. Watch that space. Thank you, Katie. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. Right, Loretta. Loretta says, will I win the case? That's a tricky one because that is a legal thing and we can't answer questions on legal things. So let me have a think. How can I can only look at your emotional self, okay? So let's have a look and see what's coming out over the next month or 2 with your emotions. So let's have a look and see on an emotional level. Loretta. Okay. Emotionally, I've got a lot of heartache around you. This could be, you know, a part and parcel of what's been going on. And there is a sense of you feeling that you have been robbed of time. You know, you've had to put this energy into it and you shouldn't have to have done. There is a huge sorting out, okay, around you. But I do have a victory for you Look at that, man's riding high. A feeling of success here with you after heartbreak and feeling that you have been robbed of time. And that's the end of the situation, okay? So transformation coming in, and this chapter is done, dusted, the book is closed, put it on the shelf, archive it, move on, yeah? And I've got a nice big smile on your face too. So, hope that makes sense to you. Right, let's have a look and see. Lucy. Right, please remember, I'm not going to get to all of your questions tonight. There is still time that if you go to the Purple Hearts on the website, it's above my head there, you can pay premium and get your answer done tonight. If not, it will be held over to next week. So rather than wait another week, yeah, it's a quick way of getting your questions answered. Okay, so we've got Lucy next. It says, is it possible for me and my partner, currently separated, to come together to work things out and for a happy future together? Or is it better for us to go our separate ways? Right, okay, let's have a look. Let me have a look. Is it possible that you can work things out? He's doing a lot of thinking, possibly regretting things. Been a lot of tears with you too, a lot of upset. Right, now he's coming back in. He's coming back in, all right, for a partnership. So let's have a look and see. And for love. Look at the two swords. So when? In 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. I've got in 2. Right. And he's going to take control. But he won't have dealt with all the issues that he should have dealt with. All right. He's put them in the wardrobe. So we have to kind of unlock the wardrobe and get all of that out and get to deal with that. But you do have blissful news. The Ace of Cups coming in. It'll all happen quite quickly too. So just make sure you have discussed the things that drove you apart. There does need to be, what I've not got here is actually sitting down and talking things through in depth. Break it down, put it into sections, take your time. It's not a rush, this is for life. So take your time, consider things and see where the changes come in. Yeah, but I do feel it can happen. All right, lots of love. Right, okay, let's have a look and see. Now, what time is it? Right, so I'm going to be going shortly. Now, when I finish here, I'm going to log on. I'm also going onto webcam. So if you would like a reading face-to-face, then come through. Have you tried it yet? It's exciting. It's really good. Very easy to do. And you get to see the cards. One of the things when you're on the phone, you can't see the cards, yeah? When you're on a webcam reading, you can actually see the cards. We can actually explain to you what's going on. And I think sometimes if you're somebody like me, I'm quite a visual person. I need to see things for it to click in my head, yeah? So try the webcam, all right? I am going to be logged in for an hour after on the webcam, yeah? So this is the last text. I'm sorry if I haven't been able to get to all your questions. So let's just come back to, this is Leslie Q. Hi, Anne, my name is Leslie Q. Will I be able to move away from where I'm living, either by the end of July or November or some when? else. Thank you. Move away from where you're living. July or November. Right. Or some other time. Let's have a look and see. Let's have a look. I'm going to move away in July. I'm going to put July, November, or another time. Oops. July. I think you've got a feeling that it wouldn't be July. There is some kind of block there or reason that you can't get past the situation. So I'm not feeling July. November. Well, you're certainly spinning plates, but you're doing a lot of thinking. Let me just have a look at another. Right. There seems to be a lot going on. So I'm going to say in the time of Scorpio, which goes from the last week or so from October into November. So the time of Scorpio is the time that I've got. But there seems to be a real tussle going on here. And I also, are you renting? Because I feel as if you may well rent somewhere. That might be just as a stopgap, but that's what I'm getting here. Because I don't know your full situation, I'm only getting a little bit up here. I hope that makes sense. If not, come through to me. I am going to be on the webcam. So that completes nearly the hour. So remember, next week, if you want to ask a question on this week, please go the premium route and then you're at the top of the queue and you can get your question answered. You don't want to be waiting around to get your text message answered. It might have been resolved by then. For anything like me, I'm Aries, I'm impatient. It's like, no, I want to know now. So once again, it's absolutely fabulous being here. And thank you for trusting me with all your questions. Like I said, there are so many. Why don't you come through to me on webcam? You don't need to be on a long time. You come through with a question and then I'll look at it. Okay? So good night. God bless. Take care. Until next week. See you then. Bye. Mwah.